Hello everybody, welcome to the Jury Questions. Good to be back. I'm your host, Chris Owners. Thank you for tuning in to the show. How are you doing? How is your week going for you? Well, we're nearly there for another week. The weather is going amazing. Summer is coming closer. What are you up to? Anyway, hold on 1 second. Woo, get the winter away. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get summer on set. Anyway, welcome to the show as always. Your host on the Jury Question. Thank you to all my fans who are following me on my Facebook, Twitter, and also on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to Jury Question YouTube channel. And I'll tell you why we are pushing a lot more on the Jury Question YouTube channel for you to subscribe. The good reason is that we have some content we'll be working on for a good while. And some of this content will be on television, that's for sure. But majority of them will be on the online version of it. So which means that you're able to see what we have been doing, you know, behind the scenes and all the kind of crazy stuff from SY to SY, you know. So I'm not gonna give it too much because I want you to be a fan of the Jury Question YouTube channel. And so that when we put this online, you'll be the first to know. And that's the beauty of what the show is all about. So we're asking you, if you're tuning in today, you're watching this, mom, dad, friends, and family, wherever you know, other people who are looking for something that is, you know, different from all the stuff that they do see, well, the Jury Question is a platform where you need to be connected with. So I'm asking you today to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to be a fan. Once we get the number we need, we will start to put up all of those content online because they're really good, they're really creative, there's a whole lot of work put into them, and we want you to really be part of it. They're gonna help you. Anyway, too much talking. Let's move into what we have coming up today. But before we do so, we hope you're having a great week. We hope you're doing well. And I know the rents are crazy. I know the mortgage are up. I know the food price. I know the gas, the diesel, the petrol, name it all. The food, And if you're going out, expensive, the taxes. What else again? So many things are going crazy right now. So we hope that things will start to, pick up better because it's crazy out there. People are pinching themselves. Anyway, that's all I need to say. I don't want to go into it. I'm no politician, but you know, it's good sometimes when you come on the show, you have to go a little bit about all of this because it's a reality and we face it all the time. So it's good for us to talk about it and we're talking about it, and that's what the show is all about. It's a Jury Question, baby. Don't forget to subscribe to the Jury Question YouTube channel. Do it, it's very simple. If you have a Gmail account, get on it. Quickly subscribe Jury Question, off you go. Anyway, as always, my next guest on the show, she is a multi-award winning magician. Yes, I know, magic.
Met a gambler. Down through the years, he learned me many things. And in repayment for everything that gambler taught me, I decided I would share with him my most prized secret. It is within a routine I'm about to share with you all right now. So sit back and enjoy as I present to you the miracle. For this card trick, it uses simply 4 cards. I will now spread them out across the table before your very eyes. I will now attempt to erase the front and the back of each card. So as I erase the first card, the gambler, he was astounded. He asked if I could do it for a second time. So with that, I spread out the cards. He could simply not believe his eyes. And it also ceased to exist on both sides. So he asked me to do it for a third time. So I placed the cards down on the table. And in the blink of an eye, the third card was erased on the front and the back.
I don't have my card with me today. If I do, I would have played some of the tricks and some of the magic. But this award-winning magician has been doing an amazing job. Is involved in a whole lot of, when you talk about entertainment, creativity, name it all. This guy has been in around for a good while, and it's doing amazing. We had a conversation all the way from Donegal. Yes, I know the Donegal accent is the opposite way of how the Dublin will speak. But you know what? It's one country, one people, one voice. That's what we talk about on this very show. Guess what? My very good friend joining me on the show, Dillian Murray, is going to be joining me on the show today. And we're going to chat all the way through and a lot more conversation. But guess what? I don't want to give too much away because I want you to hear what he has to say during this conversation. Take it away. I know. Conversation. We'll be right back. Boom. Hello, viewers. Welcome to the Jury Questions. Always your host, Chris Honors. Thank you for joining us on the show. As we promise you every week, we always bring something special, something nice from around the world, from Ireland. You know, we're at home today. Guess who's joining us today? It's my one and only friend. He's a magician, but you need to meet this guy. In fact, let me slow it down a little bit. Hello, Dillian Murray. How are you doing today?
How you doing, Chris? Great to be here. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
You're highly welcome, my friend. It's good to see you. Long time. And finally, we get to meet you. Busy man yourself.
A long time. Finally, we at last get to meet. I'm so delighted to get on your show at last. We've had so many times we've had to reschedule. So it's great to take this time now to sit down virtually with you and have a conversation. So it's great.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for coming on the show. So, Dillian, let's get to meet you. You know, as a magician, you've done a lot of, activities. You've been on a lot of shows. I just love to want to go deep dive on what was the starting point for you at that young age when you get involved or get into this type of profession. Share with us.
Sure. So, well, the beginning is always a good place to start. So I was born, of course, very young. And at the beginning, I always had an interest growing up in magic, a fascination as a hobby. So I used to receive Paul Denver's magic set, God rest his soul, and he was my inspiration in magic, and to this day still is. And I used to perform as in little tricks and things just for a bit of fun, for your friends and family and so forth. But it wasn't until I was around 12 or 13 that I began watching a magician in the UK, which is called Dynamo. And I connected with a story quite similarly in our upbringings, in our backgrounds and so forth. And I seen somebody coming from the same kind of circumstances and situations as myself. And I thought, if somebody can defy the odds and get to the top, well, maybe if I work hard enough, I can do the same. And thank God I've not looked back since. So long way to go, but on the right path.
Good man, good man. And what country do you live yourself? Because I was going to ask you that before the show. I said, you know what, I'm going to ask you generally. So originally, which part of the country you're from? I know you're not from Dublin, definitely.
Not from Dublin, no. I'm from down in County Donegal, so a small place called Cajun. So it's just down behind Dunlow. That's where we're popularly known kind of around the world for the Merry from Dunlow Festival. So that's where I'm based, yes. The most beautiful place in the world. I'm biased because I'm from here, but there you go.
Look, you did absolutely well. It's a good blast to have you on the show. So, come here, let me ask you more things about yourself. You do a lot of magic stuff, and, are there more people involved in this kind of profession here in Ireland?
There most certainly is, and thankfully it's growing every day. There's a lot of people getting involved, and there's been quite a few over the last couple of years. I've noticed that's been coming along, and it's great for the art, and it's great, to see people developing an interest to keep the magic going, and of course to move magic forward. And it's fantastic to see. It really is.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. I like to hear things like this, especially when people are involved in a lot of things that they love most. It's good to really have more people get involved in it, because that way, it gives more promotion, and it gives more attention, and it gives you more challenge to get your foot going as well. So it's a good thing. I'm glad to be hearing that. Let's come back to yourself. You've achieved a lot of awards, through your career, all these years. Do you want to share more light of these awards that you've been on, please?
Sure, I've been very fortunate, Chris, altogether. When I set out on this journey, when I began performing around professionally about 5, 6 years ago. I
Hmm.
never believed then that in this short time I'd received so many accolades and things as I've done. It's very flattering, but to me, it's just when you love what you do, awards and everything is great to get, but it's just part of what I do. It's nice to be received well, locally, internationally, and so forth. But I won the Merlin Award last August. So that was presented to me in Scotland from the International Magician Society based in New York. So
Hmm.
their chairman, Tony Hassini, flew over for the presentation. And fortunately, I sat virtually, of course, because of the pandemic, my official Doctor of Magic degree, which is a thesis and a performance virtually. And
Hmm.
I've become now only the second person to receive the Doctor of Magic degree in Ireland in Irish history. So it's
Wow.
fantastic and great to be representing my country at that level, So
Wow.
it's really good.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Bravo to you, brother. That's how we do it. It's good
Yeah,
when you put all the effort to what you believe in and you have passion about. It's good to get the receiving end with a positive vibe like this. And that way you keep yourself on a high level and keep pushing. Talking about the beautiful award behind you there, let's talk about it because I was looking at it there like, okay, I need to
yeah,
go to that. Tell us about it.
absolutely. So this is the Merlin Award. So
Hmm.
I've become the third person to receive this in Ireland, and this is given out annually to magicians who have reached the top level of their craft.
Hmm.
I'm very flattered to be considered amongst them. And it's the Oscars of magic. It's a beautiful award. It's beautiful to have the opportunity to behold it in my hand and to receive it. And something, as I say, I'm very fortunate. So
You
it's
deserve it,
great to
my
be
friend. You
taken.
deserve it. You deserve it. You work for it. So I mean,
When
it's
you
not giving. Yeah, go on. Go on, Dillian.
yeah,
Go on.
when you consider the likes that's got this, before me, as in David Blaine, David Copperfield, and them, to
Mm,
be, and God rest Paul Daniels, my hero, that's received this, it's very humbling to think you'd be on a list with their names, for history, so it's lovely, it's a great thing, very, very special to
absolutely.
me.
Absolutely. Dillian, let me remind you back, on your when you were growing up, and when your family gets to know that this is what you want to do, what was it like for the receiving end? Do they really kind of like, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose I've been very fortunate. I've got a very supportive family, as I do my mother. My, the particular an aunt of mine, Aunt Bridge is her name, and
Mm,
they have been a real driving force behind me, and they've always encouraged me. And it's not your typical thing. It's not, as I say, this normal job that people would have, as in like a banker or whatever, or a
yeah.
judge or whatever. But no, it's fantastic. For me, um, it was something I always had an interest in. People allowed me to give me the opportunity to do it. And,
Mm,
it's all about in life doing what we want to do and, being ourselves. And as I say, we take this moment because one day in the future is going to be looked back on as the history of our future. So we've got to make the moments count, most importantly.
absolutely. Absolutely. I totally sometimes I do take a look back of myself as well, just to kind of, sometimes you kind of take that pause moment and say, okay, you know what, hold on here. Let me reflect a little bit back, see where I was,
But
see where I started, and then you say, okay, cool. So you're on the right track. So it's a good thing. I am so proud to hear that from you. So keep it up. So bring it back to yourself. The country is back on, which is a good thing. Everybody's doing their own thing right now. Are you looking forward to go back on stage to do what you do best?
absolutely, there's nothing like the buzz of a live audience. I don't care who says it, what they've got to tell you, but a live audience, the energy is fantastic. And
And,
throughout the lockdowns, it's been very difficult, but the only advantage I've had is it's given me a lot of time for personal and professional reflection. And I've
mm,
spent the time creating, writing a brand new show, which is called Believe. It's
okay.
all about happiness, positivity, and it's about inspiring other people. And if I
Mm,
can do that, and with all the problems that's going on in the world, people can come to my show for 1 hour and they can forget them while I've done my job. So that's something
wow.
that
Wow. That is such a confidence to say that, man. I like that. That's a good thing. That's a good vibe. So let's go into what the shows are coming up. When do you think these shows will be coming up anytime soon?
Absolutely. Well, yeah, it's likely that it's going to be throughout the summer.
Okay.
It's likely that throughout the summer, you know, I've got lots of things in the pipeline that's happening. And
Mhm.
actually, Chris, I've got an exclusive that I'd like to share with you today too, and with all your
Yes, yes.
viewers, the
Yep.
millions of people that's watching this throughout the world, right? Right? I have been commissioned my very first television series from Sky,
No
which
way. Woo!
yeah,
Good
thank
man
you.
yourself. That's a good news, brother.
So it's
Go
brilliant.
on.
I've been commissioned my first series, and it will be, you know, late summer when it airs on television. I can't obviously yet reveal the channel and the fine details, but if
Yeah.
you stay tuned to the social media, everyone on the G Request show will be the first to know. Maybe we'll get a
Please
chance to chat
do.
again.
Thank you so much for breaking that into the show, man. That's what we want to hear, positive vibe like yourself. We'll come out to do what you do best and sharing this wonderful news. I love it. Dillian, thank you so, so much for coming on the show. But before you go, just one more time, let my viewers know what social media platform they can reach out to you and see your upcoming shows.
Sure. So if anybody's looking to see some magic and come along to see, in my opinion, a magic show that I don't think this country has ever seen, click onto my Facebook page, Dylan Murray Magician. Come and see the
Awesome.
show, and it'd be great to see you along the way. And Chris, thank you very much to yourself, Robin, all the team for giving me the opportunity. It's a
Thank
pleasure
you.
being with you today.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much, Murray, for coming on the
Pleasure, mate.
show. Dillian Murray, thank you so much. My viewers at home, this is where we're going to wrap the show up. We don't want to give too much away, but look, go and support your man. He has so much coming up, and it will give you a good treat. Like he said, just for 1 hour, you forget everything all about you. That's what we talk about on the show. So stay tuned for the General Question. So we're going to wrap it up. You look after yourself, and don't forget to subscribe to the General Question YouTube channel, and also follow my guests who are already on the show. And we want to wish you guys best of luck this week. Take care and God bless. Bye for now.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with us. I know we got to wrap it up here because we're running out of time. But look, don't worry. We have so much of this on our YouTube channel. But first, we want to say thank you so much to my very good friend Dillian Murray for coming on the show. Such a young, wonderful, bright man with his skills and talent, creativity, and this guy is moving from one stage to another. You can hear him. We're talking about some other stuff he's doing on television, and that's coming up very soon. I won't give you the date, but look, we keep that and keep an eye on it. And also he has some upcoming events as well. Go out there, support him, and be on his show. Like he said, if you stay on the show for an hour, you'll be thrilled about what he has in stock. So that's true, I believe it, because it is talent, it is creativity. Anyway, I have to stop here because I can go on and on and on and on and keep going because this is what the show is all about. But this is where we're gonna wrap it up for today. Also, thank you to the wonderful Dillian Murray for coming on the show. Wish this young man as well the very best in his future, in his career. For viewers at home, this is where we're gonna wrap it up. Make sure you follow me on the Facebook, Twitters, on Instagram. And if you want to be part of the show, email my team, info@jrequestshow.com. And also subscribe to J Request Show YouTube channel because that's where a lot of stuff are coming in very, very soon. Anyway, this is where we're going to wrap this up. You take care and God bless till we come your way next week. Bye for now. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. See you soon. Take care. Bye.